Hello, everybody. My name is Ray Gibson, and I am a proud graduate of Landmark Worldwide's Curriculum for a Living, not once, but twice in my lifetime. And the last seminar that I did in person before the pandemic hit was the Self-Expression and Leadership Program. And then after that came COVID, where it shut down everything, including the Landmark Worldwide programs. They were trying something probably here and there, but for the most part, they were pretty shut down to everything. And then they went digital. And I got the privilege of attending a bunch of their little kind of like mini seminars. They were testing out the digital aspect, the AI aspect of the programs that they have created. And let me tell you, they have done an excellent job of what they're doing. I am a little bit nervous of artificial intelligence because I am a former software consultant. My entire career was based around computers. And I've been watching this roll out and roll in a little bit too quickly, but in formal fashion, Landmark has still managed to be on the cutting edge of this technology. I mean, now I can't tell you any of the name of the seminars I did. That's how many I've done, and I can't name them by names, except for the oh man, I can't even. Okay, the movies of distinctions. I remember that because the first one that I did put my hair on fire. I was so upset at that movie, and I can't even tell you which. I could tell you who was in the movie, Nia Long and Eddie Murphy, and then some couple other actors that I don't really recognize. But it kind of was very upsetting for me to try to make distinctions out of that movie. I mean, I went so far as to start contacting I contacted the forum leader, the only black forum leader that there is, to see exactly what they're doing about racism in this country. And we didn't really get to have a conversation, but I ended up talking to another gentleman instead who was trying to contact him for me on my behalf. And even though we didn't connect, I got just enough opening. My mind was open just enough to draw a huge distinction out of that movie. Now, I must say that a lot of the language around the Landmark programs is more geared towards people who don't have to worry about racism. And so to me, it's real easy for people to say, it doesn't exist, or it doesn't exist to the point of having to get in your way. Well, that's really easy to say when it's not getting in your way. But I still ended up with a big, huge breakthrough through that. Now I must say that I missed Landmark when they were gone. I mean, I almost didn't really know what to do except do what I always do. I mean, I got my life out of Landmark Worldwide from the age of my early 30s until now. I'm in my latter 60s. And so I have been living my entire life based out of the technology of these programs. And I remember one seminar in particular where it was all AI talking to us. We would answer questions and it would give us this whole list of things of practically what we were thinking and what kind of distinctions we could draw from what we were thinking. And I thought that was ingenious. I don't know what AI program they're using, but I was impressed, even though I was skeptical when I first saw it and saw that they wanted people to test it out. So that's what I've been doing for the last year probably, is testing out their digital platform, which to me, the way that they've been rolling it out and how they've listened to us when we had feedback on what it was like to be in the mini seminars. And one of them, the last seminar I did, I was glad that they changed the amount of time we had to talk, break up into small groups and talk about different distinctions out of a movie or whatever it was we were watching, that they gave us more time to break up in groups of 3 or 4 and discuss these things. Because I remember, face to face, we had a whole lot of time, depending on what the topic was. But since we're not doing these seminars days on end, and we're only spending a few hours here and there with them, they had to chop it up in order to not have people there until 11 o'clock, midnight, that type of thing. But I'm still very thrilled that the missing that I've had of being near people, being able to hug them or whatever, has taken the place of Zoom meetings, being taken the place by Zoom meetings, and that I almost don't miss it, even though I do secretly. You got a lot of big hugs around there. Hugs you don't get in everyday life. The seminars bond people together, and I'm amazed that they still bond people together, whether we're in a room with them or not. That I still create relationship from people, and isn't that what really thriving in this society is all about? Is connections, is relationships, regardless of what kind of relationships. But if you could draw distinctions that empower you, considering all the relationships that we have with everybody, you could end up with a marvelous life. And I have had a marvelous life, and I continue to have the kind of breakthroughs in the midst of storms everywhere, because of who I am, because of how I am. I face great adversity in this country, but I still have the courage of, I don't even know what fictional character to name what it is that I got out of the very first times I've done these programs in the latter 1980s to early 90s. Or was it latter 70s? No, yeah, it was 80s to 90s. But the fact that I continue to get breakthroughs through Landmark's technology, their programs, the people. I mean, I've got a group of friends that are going to be there for life. It's a small group, but I met them in my second seminar from 2018. And we still hang out. We go out to eat sometimes, and one of them moved away, but whenever he comes back in town, we get together and go out and cut it up out there in the community. Landmark graduates are some of the most exciting people on the planet. That's what they unleashed in me many years ago, was the ability to be fully self-expressed and to continue to be that way, even though sometimes I feel like shutting down. It's not an option for me anymore. I can't live that way. And I grew up that way. I was an extremely shut down kid, and now you can't shut me up. Ain't that right, Christine? Anyway, I just wanted to get on here. This is the first cut, the first try at creating something around Landmark, and I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to see if it's something that Landmark wants to promote the way that I promote them. I've been doing it all my life. I've had people do the forum even when I wasn't involved in Landmark. That's how exciting and eye-opening and refreshing that the programs of Landmark Worldwide is. Yeah, it's a barrel of laughs. Sometimes not, but I always end up in that place. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Peace.